Alright, what's up, Go enthusiasts? Someone told me that a pro recently, in the last couple weeks, uploaded a video where they played against me on Fox. I had no idea this person was a pro. Let's see how this game went. I have no idea. I think it may have happened in my tilt streak. But we shall see. This game was a 15-second game. When did this happen? I don't know. What are the comments? This one, yeah, I'm an American Go YouTuber. True. Explained. Is there translations? There's no captions, so it's hard to translate. But okay, I'll try to explain what I was speaking. Is she the one who organized the EU versus Japan? I do not know. Tobita, Saki, Tudon Pro. Okay, nice. Okay, so I took a position on the bottom side there. Let's see how much I remember of this game. I honestly remember, I don't think I remember very much at all. I would back off here though. I can tell you what I would do. We'll see if I remember more later. Probably I came into I either approached the left or did something on the right side. I think I did something on the right side this game. I think I was having fun learning about that. Yeah. The recording lacks the first line on the bottom. No, the recording does not. It's, give me a moment. It's the formatting here. Oh, and I don't know how to do it. I should, like, all right. I'm going to quickly mess up my camera so that you can see our faces. Her face too. Okay, so here, yeah, I was thinking that the ko here is not really acceptable for white to just answer. And then she quickly answered, I think. Which was about the ladder not exactly working. So this was a pretty interesting fight. I just extended there because the ladder's not working, of course. And then I think I messed up next. Because this push, I just gave her the net. She was thinking that she could press my two stones if I don't, and I think so too. But I think that if I remember correct, it was not exactly right. I think this game did not go well for me, which is why it got posted on another person's YouTube channel, maybe. I think something went wrong on the bottom side in this game, if I remember right. Probably. What did I do here? Did I use the two stones too much too early? No, I just came in. This is okay. So far, like I've played a very similar way to how I would play still actually here, because it's really hard to find the more concrete way to handle this. Did I try the connect under this game? For some reason I didn't, but I think I should have. Oh no, I did. It's not a connect under, by the way. I just don't know how to describe this to CG. It always irritates me when I have to name it. I just accepted this one. And then I think, oh, I think something went wrong on the bottom from here. Did I answer the left side right now and then allow something on the bottom? Oh yeah, I did this. This is bad. This is really bad exchange. Sorry. Sorry, guys. It produces my Aji so much for no reason. Oh man. And did I think that that made it so that? Oh, that's so bad. Oh, why did I jump and then do that? I think I was upset with myself, but it's fine. This that might be what went wrong on the bottom side already. That might have been what left the strongest impression in this game, even though it was not the biggest mistake, I'm sure. Apparently, I played tobita saki. I had no idea. Hmm. I remember thinking that this capture was not very good because it was a little uncritical, but also I was really I hated what I did next, where I just extended rather than hane. Like there was no reason for me not to hane at this point. Or like with what came next. It was so yeah. I just did that instinctively, intuitively, without even bothering to think about it, and then I get this bad position here after this push. Very very careless out of me. Yeah, this attach was kind of silly. She's upset that she didn't take her chance. She definitely had a chance there. She's kind of laughing because I ended up getting the better of her there just because I played so stupidly that she was like, "This guy's gonna be dumb." I tried this one. I don't like that. Hmm. What was better though? I think I should have just diagonaled. If I just diagonaled there, then I could put much more pressure. Yeah, this was very dumb. Again, I really didn't apply much pressure here. I made that position very good for right for no reason. I was thinking that this was going to be like pressing weight down to be over concentrated, but hard to be over concentrated in a territory game. Obviously, this move is like really, really territorial, excessively, but it's hard to not be with this kind of game. Hmm. Yeah, very foolish of me to make the exchange over there in the upper left rather than like at least leaving a diagonal for the future. Very silly. Okay, what happened here? I should have captured. I did not capture here. I didn't even think about it. Not really. Oh, I lost so much here. This was so bad. Why didn't I capture? I thought like you have to stay stable on the top side. I thought if you capture and then they can try to break it on the top side, that can't be good. But this is so bad, and I've done this before to other people as white. Oh man, I really don't appreciate my my play this game. Oh man, I've left behind the code there forever. But it's not like I can do much better about that at this point, can I? I guess I could have captured. I should have captured again. Yeah. I mean, gosh, the capture first was clearly better, and then at this point, I'm just in such huge trouble for the right side there. I really thought I can't get in that much trouble that quickly here, but you can get in a lot of trouble very quickly here. And here she's thinking that there's going to be some liberty shortage technique when I play away, which I really didn't anticipate that there could be a great liberty shortage technique, but of course there can be. Yeah, very foolish of me. Very, very foolish of me, again. I remember thinking when I was attaching there that maybe I should just diagonal to make the shape clear, but then I thought I'll be pressed back everywhere. This was definitely not one of my better games. And I just captured there without even a moment's breath. Crazy. I can turn on her volume here if you want. I guess I should, why not? She's speaking kind of softly. I can raise the volume here too.
そこに対してはつなぎですね。で、押さえつなぎつなぎ切りは黙って出ていく。で、押さえたら
She's reading out the wedging thing very carefully. She doesn't think it's a big threat. I don't think it's a big threat, I think, so I did something else. Can't even remember what else.
黒としては狙いたいところで。
Oh, I should have at least hunted before making this kind of thing.
来るかなやっぱりじゃあ。次出てくるかなこれ出たってことはそうもう
Oh, I did it now. Wow, seriously? I think I was tilted. I also should have at least hunted again if I'm gonna let this stuff happen. Crazy.
取られるみたいなそういう話ですかね
If you do this much, you should really cut, but I guess I realized I can't cut now, maybe? And I started getting split. Or, yeah, I think right now I gave up. Yeah. I realized it was bad now. No, I was not in the Dark Forest, so 2 plus 2 is 5. This is a very simple position, objectively. This background music is in all our vids? Wow. Yeah, it is wild to think I just randomly queued into a pro at 8-ton, but at the same time, like, pros do play on their non-pro accounts relatively often, and they can't be at 9-ton all the time, because sometimes you go on a losing streak, right? It's a simple position, but you played out of order. No, what I played is perfectly logical if it mattered, but it was just wrong direction. Yeah, here I knew what I was doing was bad, that I was giving her stuff. I was just upset at this point. There are many times where you get in the Dark Forest, but this is not one of them. I'm not in the Dark Forest right now. This is just losing without getting in the Dark Forest. Yeah, I'm just not enjoying. Oh yeah, this was terrible by her. For some reason, letting me get this Hana is just completely crazy. Completely crazy. Obviously, the cut is strong. She had such an easy game to just like play the most obvious moves and did not do it for some reason. I'm watching back a VOD where I lost. And yeah, I already knew that was happening, and then I was already reading this, I remember, trying to figure out what to do, and trying to figure out whether this was going to be effective. Turned out it was. She's like, wait, why the frick did I do that? Yeah. Oh, this is the part where I
あ
got
ーでもそういう
boomed, if I
そう
remember
だね
right.
こう
Absolutely
結構
slaughtered
抜きにつないで
here.
いて切りにこうやれば
I ended up giving up, I think.
働き
The
から切っていって
yeah, I ended up giving up the
で
right side in order to get some
うん
control in the
それであれ
center.
ば竹踏みが効いて
It was actually not wrong, but
切れますね
just I had no
こ
choice.
れが取れるのかな
Ever take lessons from a pro teacher?
今
Never
次黒
actually.
が当ててもつないでこうやっても
I really
ま
should.
あ置けば死んでるんでただまあここが確かにちょっと拡大しそうですよねちょっと悔しいけど
Yeah, this was
これを
very
こう
odd.
やってつないで
Also, I mean, I gave her pressure with this move. That was definitely a good move by me. But odd response. I didn't expect that
できるだけ
response.
浅く
She wanted to get Sente to play here, but this was not that urgent to just randomly jump. And then that was great for me to be able to get that in. And then I think I went and used the bottom side Aji right now, which is, I guess, not ideal.
まあここも押さえとくぐらいですかねうん
But it wasn't bad.
一応真ん中
Like, I lost some chance to use center Aji, but basically I'm losing a lot here.
だけどだいぶここ荒らしてるので
So I had to try to build and crosscut here, I remember.
残っててくんないかなと思ってます。これも取れてるし。うん。まあこれははい、切りなんだな。切りか。切りか。全然予想してなかった。待って待って待って待って待って。
Mate means wait, right? She's saying wait, 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 wait. I say that all the time.
ですかね。とにかくこの2個をどっちかとつなげたいんですよね。うん。それであれば。
Yeah, here I ended up being cowardly.
ないかな。
I don't know if that was good.
ちょっとこの辺ジャブを。これも受けなかった。受けなかったよ。でも結局ここが残ってるから、まあ、黒は曲げざるを得ないと思うんで、まあ、それで飛びぐらい打って、まあ A と B 宮
So I did get some courage at some point here, but there's some short liberty issues.
待って、何ちょっと待って。ちょっと待って。まあ、これは用意ですね。兼ねてからの出たら押さえてつないでつなぐってことで、ちょっとここなんかないんですかね。だいぶ気持ち悪いけどな。だいぶなんだろうな。つけて押さえてつけて押さえて。
I think this happened at like 1 a.m. my time. 1:30 a.m.
やんない方が良さそうだな。
If I remember right. So I'm gonna use that as my excuse.
こうやって跳ね出すズム。
Yeah, that was an interesting move.
こうやったらガチャン打って伸びようかなと思ってるんですよね。引きですね。引きであれば引きいい手だな。引きで私味消しだったか。引きか。
Yeah, I end up just being lost here, and it's not really my fault. I think it just fricked up the opening really bad. Like the start of this game is so bad for me. The missed diagonal, the missed pressure on the left side, the missed Aji use over here, and then the missed Ko stuff. Like all of those things in the beginning of the game. The missed capture of that thing. All those things in the beginning of the game made the game so hard for me that even though at this part of the game I've frankly been playing pretty well, I still don't have a chance to win.
いまいち読めないですね。まあこれは大きいからここはこうやっておきます。まあ先手ですね。先手でお相手の方は打たれたんだと思います。どう打つのかな、まあ、つけてこうやってこう取る先手で取るみたいな手は最低あるんですけど
Yeah, eventually just trying to cover the center here. but it shouldn't be big enough.
ちょっとわかんなかったですね。
That one is, of course, not fun for me.
だからもう何もしないのかな、いっそ。
Some Japanese characters in the chat. I can't speak this language or read this language, man.
伸びもまあまあ。まあまあ。こうやる手があるか。二寸字が過ぎるな。
Oh my?
こうやってこうやってこうやられたらこれ取られるのか。
It's interesting how many times she's looking at a different thing. Does this mean it's not good for me? But actually, I think I've been outplaying her for most of this part of the game. It's just... yeah.
まあまあ。
I had a really hard game.
こうやる手があるか。二寸字が過ぎるな。こうやってこうやってこうやられたらこれ取られるのか。
Yeah, there is a cut over there. I don't think I ended up getting it ever. In fact, I think she fixed it in Sente at some point. It was like really important, I guess, for me to do that, but there's no way for me to.
いいんですよね。そうなんですよね。まあこれ決めちゃい
Yeah, there's no way for me to win, even if I take it, I think. I think this game is just set up horribly for me.
はい。ああ、そっか。え、はいって先手
Okay, I'm gonna look up her game history, see this game, and download it. I'm sure I already have it downloaded, yeah. I'm gonna save it though again with
で跳ねる、跳ねてかけ継ぐ手がある。
that. And then we're gonna look at it in Katago after
で
this.
もなんか嫌すぎる。もう反発しちゃった思わず。
Yeah, so because she managed to fix that cutting point and then also threatened to break in here,
若干関わるとか
she's like breaking the territory balance back in her favor. Basically, this whole game, the territory balance has been in her favor because she managed to make this really strong attack on the right side with the power balance that she had taken advantage of from my poor earlier moves. And then at this point, the game is like disgusting. Yeah, I tried to make something happen here. I remember I was looking at making a thing, but I totally messed up the order. I was supposed to make the Hane there in the first line first, but I fricked it up and then I just resigned.
あ、そうか、でもここの具合が
Yeah, it was totally my bad. This move was so bad. I was aiming at making the Hane, but then she just descended first. I was like, ah, shoot, I'm so dumb. I could have just Hane'd and then there would be some kind of ko, but I couldn't make any pressure anyway, even with that. I totally messed that up, but anyway.
どうするんだろう。こうですかね。これに置くんですよね。
So yeah, I realized at this point, so I gave up and I just came back and I think I resigned shortly.
ないと判断されたのか。あ、
Yeah,
されましたね。
just resigned on her turn. Sorry.
まあここで手がないとすると真ん中を突破されてしまったらここだけでは自衛が足りないということで今投了されたのかなと思います。
Thanks for the game. Normally I don't resign on my opponent's turn,
この死活に関しては
but I realized I had to resign, so get over with. I think I was tilted at this moment.
それと確かにちょっと残ってるのかもしれないですね。まあちょっとね今回死活多めの一局に
But I played several opponents at this strength and harder that knocked me down to 7 dan, by the way. I think this is like part of a losing streak I had, where each opponent was like... Honestly, this was one of the easier games in this losing streak that I had. One of the more winnable games, which none of these games were very winnable for me. That's what I'm trying to say. This game is not particularly winnable at all.
黒花としてここに打てば一見目ができそうなんですけど、ここに置くのが筋で繋いだとき。
What a shame here too, because I definitely had something if I would Hane first.
ここで3を打たずにこっちから打っちゃうと
And I could have applied pressure to win.
争いになってしまうので。
Yeah, let me open up my Katago so that we can transition straight into this. I want to let my Katago look at it for a while while we watch our review.
として自衛が足りないというふうに判断されたのかなと思いました。はい、でポイントの場面なんですけれども、 まあ、今回、まあ、ちょっと白が少し地合いで、まあ、リードできたなと思う場所はまずこことこの右上を荒らせたことだったと思うんですが、ここについてちょっとお話ししたいと思います。
Yeah, so my jump into fallback strategy was very bad, and then she triggered this, and she's happy about how she triggered it to break the territory back and get the territory. Like, obviously that's valuable. I should have either jump and then answer the left side, which is not a great strategy, or just, you know, immediately answer without exchange. But anyway, either way here, I'm gonna have to take my influence to the outside here, and then I need to use it with that attach. I need to be very active here. So she's demonstrating how this worked. I don't know about the capture directly, by the way, but it ended up working for her. But anyway, I was just like really loose with how I treated this now. It's like, okay, I should just be stable, but it's not enough. You have to be very active. She's saying I should answer there. What I actually did was fine as long as I'm super active with it. But I have to be like super active. This one is also understandable, but I don't think it's very easy to play that position because the white turn here is coming, and that's so strong. After black answers, then black is already over concentrated and white can play next on the top side and just sort of have a clear game. Anyway, the main thing that went wrong is definitely the upper right, I think, in this game. If I just captured there, the game would be way easier. And if I had gone for the diagonal on the top side, same thing. Like, these are ways which make the game... like, what I did was I made the game really hard on myself by making it so stable for white. And then I gave myself very limited winning chances while taking small losses. Like, really bad. Really bad way to proceed the game.
ポイントの場面とさせていただきました。まあ、実際にここをちょっと白を荒らして、でさらにここをうまく荒らしてちょっと脱出できたんで、少し地合いがリードできたかなというふうに感じました。ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。
Alright, nice video. Let's go to... Gotta go here. I have no idea how often, because like that game I didn't think I was playing a pro. I knew my opponent was good, but most opponents that I play are like strong amateurs, and you can't tell the difference between the super strong amateurs and pros just off the game. So yeah, this game, at the beginning here, I wanted to experiment this one, but I should try the other ways. I think this one, when they just accepted and then the ladder isn't working for me, it was a lot better for them than expected here. Because here, if I do it the AI way, I would have to endure this one. And now the AI says you can endure that with this cut. You're aiming at a ladder over here, which is true. That's a very strong way to handle things. But there would be continued pressure. It would be generally hard fighting. And so what I've learned is if you want to do this, you have to actually have a position that you like on the right side from the start. And then also this way here, it was not very good. Now the AI gives you a big win rate drop here, but the actual point drop is not very big. I don't think it's as serious of a mistake as it seems like when you're just looking at there. But it is interesting that AI prefers this way. It's talking about how white will still have trouble to actually fight here due to the Aji. So it's not like white can easily make this kind of a cut like this, because you can see white can't play on this side now because I can break through, use the Atari. So yeah, I did underestimate that Aji quite a bit here. So here, for example, again, it's going to be hard for white to cover the outside, I think. Oh no, it's just that we can kill the inside. I mean, this one is a harder move to play than my move. My move is very easy to play, but it left this Aji behind, which I guess you could say this one gave me a lot of trouble as well. Interesting that the push here was a much better way. It means that this one, this way, compared to having the block, you'd rather have the push. Just to force them to be small here and to make sure we can get the outside. Very interesting. I didn't know about that. I didn't know that the block here is so ineffective to this stuff when they can save. So I guess it's something I'll learn. I thought this shape is like a good shape to mostly clean up the corner. But really the corner is like white's weapon now. It's pretty easy for them to use. And that's why the AI doesn't prefer this shape. It wants the other shapes where she wouldn't have been able to do this kind of stuff that she was doing in the game. Now, immediately I did this, and then here I thought about using this one. Here. Now, I very rarely do this one these days. Because, yeah, basically I've learned that if you just continue here, it's usually not very good. However, AI even wants to just continue here. It's not a big deal, because you can try to cover this. Very interesting as well. We're going to attach across here. That's hard. But I think the main thing to learn there is that, like, this here, this was a strong attack against that one stone. Yeah, she couldn't continue this way. I think this is the easy way to read it. And so, yeah, I was thinking about, like, maybe making an attack here. What I used to do a lot of the time was I used to play this attach and then combine it. But I've learned since that, oh, just extend and then they just back off at some point here. Or they find a way to back off here. How is it exactly done? Here, they do that. Oh, in this case, it's not covering is the problem. Yeah, I used to try to combine this a lot more, be a lot more active with this, but turns out you can just do that, I guess. Oh, this one is the correct way to use that, locally. Anyway, here, connect under was not that good, huh? I really still thought connect under is good. It's not like a connect under, like you aren't getting the territory there, but you aren't getting the territory anyway, no matter what. Just sort of vaguely play. Allowing this is... It's hard for me. I don't know how to play these positions to gain. To aim at, like, saying, hey, you actually are messing up. It's really hard, you know? What does this mean, man? Allow the net? See, you can do this kind of thing if you're AI and you've read it all out and you've judged it all and you know it's fine. But as human, that stuff can be really, really, really wrong. So this way is much easier humanly. Now my block is fine, but yeah, I just needed to not play it casually here. Playing casual is big, big mistake right now. And this connect is pretty interesting because it means that we're aiming at this 3. Yeah, that was an interesting way, but the Hane is by far the easiest to execute now. Then we're going to allow this, and we're going to allow this stuff, but it's not a big threat, you know? White is still locally in trouble. And yeah, we can answer here, and we aren't going to die to a ladder or anything. There was no threat there. Very foolish to allow. Okay, I Hane'd here. I was thinking about using this one right away, but then eventually I decided to do this. It should have been diagonal locally. But I guess it's not a big problem. And then this one was terrible compared to fixing the corner. That actually was a big problem, huh? Yeah, I know that this one is small, but I didn't know that this one is big. Yeah. Yeah, I shouldn't... like, you know that when you're attacking this thing, which, you know, I'm not trying to attack this thing, but this one is effectively attacking that thing, I'll take territory. You know it's wrong. You just don't know what to do better. And then here I needed to capture. It was by far the best. By far the best to capture, allow the split, and then just handle. There was no reason I should be scared for this, but the way I handled it here was so terribly bad, and especially getting, like, shorted here. Her way was not optimal. There was a ladder breaker, an extra trick to use, but her way was good enough to have a very clean lead in the game. And yeah, I shouldn't trigger it at all. I was just tilted, I guess, at this point. There's no way I'm supposed to trigger it there, but whatever. I lost all my value, and then playing it correctly now is not enough. Obviously, she lost a lot here, but I'm gonna be losing the game regardless. So, yeah, a couple major things went majorly wrong. Particularly this one being very bad. I understand. Like, when I'm watching the game, I'm like, man, this is such a low-level move, bad move. But it's really hard to actually play this move and be like, yep, great. Because I didn't have the understanding that I didn't clean up the corner yet. If I knew I would clean up the corner, like, the way it actually went, I understand that this changed everything if I would play here. But, yeah. Yeah, this stage, I don't think I need to be upset about that, but I should be upset about this one, which is a really bad way to use. I mean, we saw the AI recommending this one a lot, which is still not that great, but at least it puts more pressure on this part, and we're still like pretending. I mean, this one is making more sense, but it's still not making sense. Yeah, I can say it like that. Yeah. This is a really rough game. Really, really rough game. Let's play. Let's play myself. Oh, and thanks for watching on YouTube. Bye-bye.